Okay, what do I want to talk about first? Let's talk about Drew. So Drew was on Dish Nation this week, and she's saying her feud with Sheree should be more concerned about whether or not she's coming back next season. That's what Sheree should be worried about. As you know, Sheree and Drew, after sidebar. Hold on, let me share my screen. Shout out to our friends over at TVDs. We have the ratings for RHOA this week, just in time for our Tuesday takeover. So let me just share my screen with you guys. Hold on. Okay, and this is not bad. The Real Housewives of Atlanta ratings have done better this week. As you know, they premiered with over 900 and something thousand viewers. This time, last week, they had a drop and it was like 700 and something thousand viewers. They're back up. Not as impressive as past seasons, but they're back up. So, as I said to you before, we recapped Real Housewives of Atlanta yesterday. If you missed it, your fault. Look, your fault. Be sure to check it out if you missed it. So, the ratings for this week's episode 3 of the Real Housewives of Atlanta for season 14, demo is 0.24 between 18 and 49 with 850,000 viewers. This is a jump from last week, along with a lot of things that were going on. Okay. As the person in the comments says, okay, this is actually really good considering this episode went against game 7 of the playoff games. I don't know enough about the sports. It's okay though. But yeah, this has been going on. And of course, the Billboard Music Awards. It's an increase from the previous episode. Okay. So this is not bad. But let's take a look at okay. Okay, we will get to Love and Marriage Huntsville in a second. Okay, we'll get to them in a second because I'm a little scared. Watch What Happens Live. 252,000. It should have been a lot better, especially because of all the black girl magic that was on this episode of Watch What Happens Live. But people think Watch What Happens Live and they're like, whatever. But 252,000. Not so great. Not so great. Love Match Atlanta, which we've been recapping. So this was a huge dip because Love Match Atlanta premiered last week with over 400 and something thousand viewers, which is not bad for a show that doesn't have anyone that you recognize. However, they have a tremendous dip this week for their second episode with over 282,000 viewers. I don't know why you guys aren't giving this show a chance. But again, Billboard Music Awards, some people maybe, I'm going to watch Atlanta and then checked out at 9 o'clock. But let's check back on in because I think you guys will love Match Atlanta because I'm enjoying it. I'm recapping it. Just saying. So the ratings for them had a dip this week, but still better than Watch What Happens Live. Come on, let me go back to Watch What Happens Live. Watch What Happens Live, 252,000. And that show has been around for forever. 252,000, 282,000. Love Match Atlanta, second episode. I'm just saying. We will get to some other ratings news, but I want to get into, first of all, talking about Drew Sidora. As you know, the big storyline for this season right now so far, and based off of this week's episode, was Drew versus Sheree. So Drew was on Dish Nation and pretty much said that Sheree should be more concerned about whether or not she's coming back next season. And everyone was like, Drew. You might not be, Sheree might not be the only one that needs to worry about who's coming back next season. And I see some of you say, well, Drew has been carrying the season. You know, everything has been about her. But that might be why the ratings are a little shaky. Don't forget, Bravo does do, besides looking at what you guys are saying, they do their own focus groups to kind of get, are people gravitating towards these housewives? So it's not just about ratings for Bravo. It's about the audience and who are they connecting with. People aren't connecting with Drew, especially if you based it off of what you see in the comment section. So take a listen to what Drew said on Dish Nation. So Gary with the T brought up this conversation to Drew.
Hold on, honey. just was throwing tea on each other, honey. So now, Drew, honey, now you was doing some talking with your hands, honey, when all the girls, honey, tried to talk sideways about your husband. Okay, now do you regret, honey, letting these girls get to you, or is there anything, honey, anything you would like to clear up?
I don't regret Nerton. Like you said, that's my husband. What I'm not gonna do is ever stand for somebody to talk about my husband, okay, or my children, or my money. You know, like that's what you're not gonna do. And yes, I'm from Chicago, so we talk with our hands. I am expressive, but that never gives you a right to disrespect my family. You know, and that's how I feel. So
Drew, is Sheree the most annoying Atlanta housewife in your opinion?
I mean, I just feel like Sheree comes and she goes. She need to be worried about if she's coming back next season. That's what she needs to be worried about. So and but she has She by Sheree. She really needs to focus on She by Sheree because I haven't by Sheree.
She came with a silence and scooted on
downward.
So, I mean, I have to say that last part where she said she ain't seen Ish by Sheree. Well, the last event of the season is going to be a She by Sheree, allegedly She by Sheree fashion show. We did see some She by Sheree, the joggers t-shirt. Is that available? Did we check to see if that's available for sale? Can someone Google Schmoogle right now and get back to me? Is the She by Sheree Google Schmoogle shirt available? And if so, we need to get one. Why didn't I do this from yesterday? It's probably all sold out. So she's already taking shots at Sheree. And I have to say this. Yes, Sheree should be somewhat concerned about returning because it's not, Sheree has come and gone. But every time Sheree comes back, we're like, yes. Okay. We didn't want you to come back, Drew. We didn't. The only reason why Drew came back, according to our friends at lovebscott.com and their exclusive casting for the Real Housewives of Atlanta before they found Sonia and got this cast together, was in shambles. They couldn't find anyone. They were testing people out. They weren't even sure if Portia was coming back. Up until the last minute, Portia was like, nope, not coming back. Because Portia was going to come back. But Drew's position on the show, we heard so many things. Oh, she's coming back. And oh, she had, in her contract to have 2 seasons. Blah, 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 blah. The only reason why Drew came back, in my belief, was because casting was so bad. It was so bad at the time. So that's the only reason why she was able to come back. Thank you, Danielle. I knew Danielle would do the Google Schmoogle. Danielle says nothing. I just went to her site. So, Sheree, you're wearing this shirt, and it's a tee. It's a nice tee. As soon as people saw it, they were like, I need that. And it's not available. So I can't even be mad at what Drew is saying. But Drew, you're talking about people's money. You said you're not going to talk about my husband, my kids, or my money. You're talking about her money. But also, no lies were told. Where are the Jockers shirts? At least have that available to go, Sheree. You're already dropping the ball.